Bruce Lee's fighting style wasn't about tradition. It wasn't about sticking to a fixed set of rules. It was about breaking free from the limitations of style itself. He once famously said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own." And that single sentence is the DNA of his entire fighting approach. In this video, we will take you deep inside his techniques, his philosophy, his training methods, and the hidden principles that made him one of the most feared and respected fighters in history. The foundation: why Bruce Lee rejected tradition. Before Bruce Lee became the global icon we know today, he began his martial arts journey in Wing Chun, training under the legendary Ip Man in Hong Kong. Wing Chun gave Bruce Lee his first understanding of close-range combat: fast, straight punches, economical movements, and a focus on centerline attacks. But even as a young man, Bruce started to notice the limitations of sticking to just one martial art. He realized that in a real fight, things don't always happen the way they do in training. The opponent doesn't move in predictable patterns, and the environment is never perfect. That's why Bruce Lee began to experiment. He studied Western boxing, fencing, judo, wrestling, karate, taekwondo, and even street fighting methods. He wasn't looking for tradition, he was looking for results. If a move worked, he kept it. If it didn't, no matter how popular it was in a style, he threw it away. This was radical thinking at the time because most martial artists believed you had to stay loyal to your art. But Bruce refused to be trapped in a single style. This was the birth of his own philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. The name Jeet Kune Do itself reveals the core of Bruce Lee's approach. The idea is simple but deadly. Instead of waiting for an opponent to attack and then defending, you cut them off before their move can even land. This required incredible timing, speed, and reading of the opponent's intentions. Bruce didn't just want to react, he wanted to control the fight before it even began. In Jeet Kune Do, there were no fixed patterns or forms. Instead, Bruce focused on principles. Simplicity: the fastest, most direct way to hit your opponent is usually the best. Directness: no fancy movements. Every motion had a purpose. Freedom: adapting to any situation, any opponent, in any environment. Interception: striking during the opponent's preparation, cutting off their attack before it develops. This was revolutionary because it meant Bruce Lee's style was alive, it evolved with each fight, each opponent, each training session. He wasn't a prisoner of tradition. He was a scientist of combat. Footwork: the silent weapon. One of Bruce Lee's most underrated secrets was his footwork. Most people watch his fights and focus on his hands or kicks, but his ability to move in and out of range,